Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I am continuing work on this 1984 Bali Kings of Steel pinball machine, and I have my special assistant here, Brandy, whose hand is in the frame there, and she's doing playfield touch-ups, and I thought we'd do a short little video to show off her talent, as well as also a little bit of information on how we approach touching up these games. As I've probably explained in previous videos, I'm not a big fan of making the games absolutely perfect. My main interest is to make them playable. I'm not looking for trophies. I'm not claiming any of these are collector quality, but if there are obvious blemishes in the machine that are easily fixable, I'm all for doing that. I'm not going to do tremendous major deals to make everything perfect. But in the case of this machine, we had some wear, and I'll zoom in down there so you can see. Brandy is working on a black outline right now. Let me see if I can get that thing to focus better. And you see there's an actual big blemish right there where it looks like a piece of the playfield has come off. She's right now painting black around some of the perimeters of the inserts. And what happens, you'll see this is very common in pinball machines, the black around the inserts tends to be an area where the wood is worn, and that's because the lights underneath those inserts, incandescent lights, heat the plastic up, the plastic dries out, shrinks, changes shape, becomes a little bit concave, so when the ball rolls over it, it's not flat anymore, so it tends to hit against the wood around the edge of the plastic insert and wear it down. So she's patching that up, and we're also going to try to patch this ugly spot right there, which I guess you've already worked here around the queen, huh? I can kind of see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there was this was a square, and she's already painted some of that. And you can see right here, she's got some color she's working on. I'll pull back a little bit. This is, what would you call this? This is kind of...
Well, it's cream and yellow and flesh tone and black to make it look like a dirty beige.
Yeah, the playfield, the original white, has got a lot of ball swirls on it. It's a little bit dirty. I haven't super duper cleaned it up. I don't want to scrub too much and actually take anything off of the top. There's probably a very light kind of clear coat over the original paint that I don't want to take off. So I'm kind of modest about it. But we're going to get it as restored and clear up that blemish, and then I'll probably spray some lacquer over it and then put some mylar to keep it from further wearing. So do you have any approach when you're color mixing to try to identify the best colors?
Really, you just take a base color, a primary color, and add darks or light to it to make it a different tone. A lot of the pinball machines seem to be your basic primary colors, unless they're old and worn, and then you have to age them with like a brown or a burnt umber. Tea sometimes works, but paint is a better medium.
What kind of paint are you using here?
Acrylic.
This is acrylic?
Mm-hmm.
What about how it looks when it's wet and when it dries? Is there something you have to take into consideration?
It'll be a little bit darker when it dries.
Is that
just a little bit, kind of like a wall paint.
Is that general rule of thumb when you're mixing? You make the mixed color just slightly lighter than what you're actually matching, because when it dries, it's going to turn darker.
Yes, and if it doesn't turn dark enough, you can always layer paint on top to darken it, to make it the right shade. It's a lot harder to lighten up.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, so I'll let you continue with this, and then we'll show in a later video the finished product there. But you can kind of see, we'll do a little close up of that. You see that's a pretty nasty little thing.
And it looks like they put nail polish over it, which makes it harder.
Really? Why can't I wish I could get a little bit better focus on that. I can't seem to. I don't know why. But let's see. Nope. I'm going to play around with this camera more, but well, there you go. That's in focus right there. So this little blemish we're going to try to cover up. And there's a couple of other little spots on the machine, but this is like smack in the middle of the playfield, so I really felt it was important to do. So okay, for more, visit PinballHelp.com, and we'll probably have another video immediately following this in the playlist that's going to show you the after. So thanks for watching.